Will Carter's time on American Idol inspires St. John's man to make music his full-time career. Will Carter hopes to put an album out in the near future. Will Carter's stint on American Idol wrapped up much earlier than he or any of his supporters would have liked, but the 24-year-old from St. John's is proud of what he accomplished. Carter had already earned a golden ticket and made the trip to Hollywood, where he made it through 2 more rounds before being eliminated just before making it on television as one of the top 24. There was some disappointment in that moment, but Carter isn't complaining about the experience he's had since making his initial trip to New York earlier this year. "It was amazing, man," he said. "It definitely gave me a bunch of experience and made me a better musician, that's for sure. I've been writing the best songs I've ever written since I've been back home." That first trip. In a way, Carter is still learning about being a working musician. That education got started in earnest last October, when he made his first appearance in front of the American Idol judges, becoming the first from this province to appear on the hit television show. Not only did it give him a large amount of exposure both at home and internationally, it also gave him an inside look at the music industry. It also gave him the push he needed to make music a larger part of his life. "On a confidence level, definitely gave me a good bit towards being able to make this my full-time career," said Carter. "I was thinking about it, but I never thought it was possible. Now it's kind of opening up to me, where it is a big possibility." He's ready to turn the dial to 11, so to speak. A relative newcomer. Carter's sojourn into the music industry and the timing of it would likely surprise some people. While he's been playing since he was 10 years old, he's only really placed his focus on being a professional musician this past year. His process is just as non-traditional. Carter isn't the type to write down every lyric that pops into his head in a notebook. Instead, he finds a chord and works things out as they come to him. "I've actually never written that a lyric in my life," said Carter. "I just freestyle my songs, and whatever comes out, comes out." What's next? Since returning from Hollywood, Carter has been putting all his energy into capitalizing on the moment, focusing on writing songs and getting on stage whenever he can in hopes of putting out a collection of material. "The next steps are playing a bunch of shows and doing an album," said Carter. "Not an album, but getting a bunch of songs down, and then potentially an album." In the meantime, he was part of a pair of showcases during the recent ECMAs in St. John's and has a spot lined up for a festival later this summer. Carter also has 1 song on streaming platforms, and he'd like to see that grow as well. "The big hope is just getting my song out, getting some funding and stuff, and then eventually going on tour," he said.